Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asks people to take lockdown seriously and follow instructions to save themselves and their families. Centre asks states to take legal action against those who violate lockdown. Prime Minister interacts with media representatives, urges them to launch Stay Home campaign. Director General of Civil Aviation issues guidelines on social distancing to prevent COVID-19. And in Jammu and Kashmir, police recovers large quantity of arms and ammunition from Kupwara district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said many people are still not taking the lockdown seriously. In a tweet, he urged people to follow instructions seriously and save themselves and their families. He said he has requested the state governments to get the rules and laws followed. The government has asked states to strictly enforce the lockdown in the areas where it has been announced in the wake of coronavirus outbreak. Legal action will be taken against violators. The centre had earlier asked state governments to issue directions to the 75 districts that have positive cases to stop all services except the emergency services. Some of these cities are Delhi, Lucknow, Ghaziabad, Varanasi, Kolkata, Dehradun, Jaipur, Chennai, Mumbai, Thiruvananthapuram, Bengaluru, Srinagar, Jammu, Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, Chandigarh and Vijayawada. All train services, including suburban and metro services and interstate passenger transports, are suspended till 31st of March. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged the media representatives to launch Stay Home campaign so that citizens can understand the gravity of the situation and take the lockdown seriously. The Prime Minister today interacted with media heads through video conferencing over COVID-19 outbreak. Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar was also present. They discussed ways to tackle the crisis and role of media in creating awareness about it. The Prime Minister also urged the media personnel to take due precautions. The Prime Minister today said he is extremely proud of the crew of Air India who airlifted 263 Indians stranded in Rome. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said the team showed utmost courage and rose to the call of humanity. He said their outstanding efforts are admired by several people across India. The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in India has reached 415. Out of the total positive cases, 23 people have been discharged after being cured and 7 patients have died. So far, over 15.17 lakh passengers have been screened at various airports in the country. The Health Ministry stressed on the need to stop the chain of transmission of COVID-19. The Indian Council of Medical Research Director General Dr. Balram Bhargav said the easiest method to break the chain of transmission is to isolate people coming from outside.
जो बाहर से आए हैं उनको 14 दिन के लिए क्वारंटाइन कर दें और यदि होम क्वारंटाइन भी कर रहे हैं तो उनको बिल्कुल दूर रखना है, कम से कम 1 मीटर या अलग कमरे में रहें तो बहुत ही बढ़िया रहेगा। यदि कुछ लोग अपने घर भी चले गए हैं तो उनको अलग कमरे में रहना जरूरी है। टेस्ट की जरूरत तभी है जब उनको सिम्टम्स हों। यदि सिम्टम्स हो जाएं और टेस्ट पॉजिटिव है तब अस्पताल में भर्ती करने की जरूरत है।
Meanwhile, Dr. Randeep Guleria, Director AIMS, said people should watch against the myths surrounding COVID-19.
स्पीसीज जम करके एक ह्यूमन वायरस बन गया और इसकी एक एबिलिटी है कि ह्यूमन टू ह्यूमन स्प्रेड है। इसलिए एक इंसान से दूसरे इंसान को ये वायरस फैल रहा है और ये ह्यूमन वायरस हो गया। इसलिए नॉन वेज से या अंडे खाने से ये फैल नहीं रहा है और इसलिए ये कोई इसमें एविडेंस नहीं है कि ये अब एनिमल से या नॉन वेज खाने से फैल रहा है। सिमिलरली पेट्स के साथ भी ये है कि जिन्होंने अपने घर में पेट्स रखे हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि ये वायरस जो है पेट्स में आ जाएगा या पेट से किसी और को आ जाएगा। अब अगर ये वायरस फैल रहा है तो एक इंसान से दूसरे इंसान में फैल रहा है। इसलिए ये गलत फीलिंग्स हैं कि ये नॉनवेज खाने से हो रहा है या पेट्स घर में रखने से हो रहा है। जनरली अपनी हेल्थ ठीक रखनी चाहिए, इम्यूनिटी ठीक रखनी चाहिए, क्योंकि ये भी समझना जरूरी है कि जो भी डेटा चाइना से आया है और देशों से आया है उसमें 80% से ज्यादा जो लोग हैं वो अपने आप ठीक हो गए बिना किसी दवाई के और बॉडी की इम्यूनिटी ने ही उनको ठीक किया। अगर आप अपने आप को स्वस्थ रखोगे तो ये जो एक माइल्ड सा इन्फेक्शन है, आम बुखार, जुकाम, नजला होगा और ज्यादातर लोगों में वो अपने आप ही ठीक हो जाएगा।
Director General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, has asked airlines and airport operators to undertake social distancing measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Releasing guidelines on social distancing, the aviation regulator said adequate spacing between passengers at check-in counters must be ensured. Availability of adequate staff for guiding the passengers at check-in counters and during security checks must also be ensured. The DGCA said passengers must sit at adequate distance in waiting area, keeping one seat vacant. Boarding should be done in a manner to avoid bunching of passengers at any time. Sanitizers for staff and passengers at the entry of aircraft must be provided. Cabin crew should maintain distance while serving the passengers. Seat allocation at the time of check-in should be done in a manner to ensure that the seat between two passengers is kept vacant. DGCA has asked airports to ensure adequate check-in counters and security check counters to avoid congestion of passengers. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. The J&K government has declared shutdown in entire Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir till March 31st, during which only 16 essential services will be operational. The order of the lockdown was issued last evening by J&K Chief Secretary BVR Subramaniam. He directed the district administrations to ensure that all goods vehicles, including those carrying essential items, are allowed during the shutdown period. The Arunachal Pradesh government has imposed complete safety restrictions in the state from 5 p.m. today till the midnight of 31st of March. The move comes in the wake of the fast-spreading coronavirus in the country. Jharkhand government has announced lockdown of the state till March 31st. Though no positive cases of COVID-19 have been detected in the state so far, but all neighbouring states have confirmed positive cases. Emergency services and essential commodities will be exempted from the lockdown. In Mizoram, the state government announced partial lockdown across the state in interest of public health and safety till March 29th. To prevent the spread of coronavirus, Chhattisgarh government has also decided to impose the lockdown in urban areas of the state till March 31st. During this period, all offices, institutions, transport services and other activities will be closed. Essential services will remain open. In Tamil Nadu, 2 new COVID-19 positive cases have been reported last night. In Uttar Pradesh, 16 districts have been locked down in the wake of coronavirus spread. The lockdown is being strictly followed across the state. People are generally inside their homes. Only essential services are working. Bihar government has ordered to diagnose those 16,477 passengers again who had come from corona-affected countries in different parts of the state. These passengers have come to the state between March 1st and 20th. Out of these, most of them are from the northern parts of the state, including districts of Muzaffarpur, Samastipur, Darbhanga, Madhubani and Gopalganj. The Migration Bureau has handed over the list of names, addresses and mobile numbers of passengers to the State Surveillance Unit. The unit has transferred this list to the concerned district authorities so that their identities could be ascertained and diagnosis of passengers could be done. The West Bengal Chief Minister, Ms. Mamta Banerjee, has called an all-party meeting in Kolkata this afternoon to discuss the prevailing situation in the state in the wake of corona pandemic. Meanwhile, the West Bengal government has announced lockdown throughout the state from 5 p.m. today as precautionary measure. This will be in force till 27th midnight. However, essential services have been kept out of the purview of lockdown. Movements of public transport, including rail and metro train services, have also been barred. Our Kolkata correspondent reports that total positive cases of corona hit people have gone up to 7 in the state. Swift and drastic measures are being taken in Karnataka to contain the spread of COVID-19. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa held a meeting with private hospital doctors today and requested them to join hands with the government to contain the spread of this pandemic. More from our correspondent.
Chief Minister Yediyurappa has said that people will have to be restricted to their homes if they do not heed to government instructions to maintain social distancing. This warning was given because several marketplaces and bus stands saw crowding of people. Home Minister has said that non-essential services will close down and a notification in this regard will be issued in the evening. The lockdown district administration has issued orders for public not to gather in large numbers and avoid travel. The schools, colleges and universities are being shut down. Public are told to wash their hands after handling milk packets, vegetables and newspaper. The private bus operators are warned by the Transport Minister to maintain hygiene, pandemic guidelines and not charge excess from passengers. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
In Assam, all preventive measures have been taken in the state to stop the outbreak of COVID-19. Due to the strict surveillance, no positive case has been reported in the state as of now. A report.
The Assam government has intensified screening, surveillance and awareness to keep people away from the COVID-19. Senior officials have urged people not to heed to any rumors. Kumar Sanjay Krishna clarified that no lockdown decision has been taken in the state as of now. However, he urged people to follow basic hygiene norms and to remain inside as he declared closure of educational institutes, cinema halls, etc. to avoid mass gathering. Manas Pratim Sharma, AIR News, Guwahati.
Kerala continues to be in high alert as 64 COVID-19 patients are under treatment in the state.
High-level meeting under Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan is undergoing in Thiruvananthapuram to decide on further lockdown measures in the state as COVID-19 cases are on a rise. Kasaragod district is in complete lockdown with only essential services made available. Government confirmed that more stringent measures will be taken soon and partial lockdown in few districts are being proposed. Cases are registered against people not following strict quarantine guidelines. More than 59,000 people are under observation in the state. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray once again appealed to people today to take the fight with COVID-19 seriously. Our correspondent has more.
Despite CRPC Section 144 being invoked in the state, a number of people in few places in Mumbai are out on streets while several main roads were packed with vehicles. In view of this, Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has appealed to citizens to stay at home for their own safety. Thackeray said that people should not violate rules by crowding the streets. He informed that essential services will continue to operate while rest of the services are suspended till March 31st. The total number of corona-positive patients in Maharashtra stood at 89 today. At 24, the highest number of these cases were reported in Mumbai. Nivedita Bholkar, AIR News, Mumbai.
Police yesterday recovered large haul of arms and ammunition from Keran sector of North Kashmir's Kupwara district after apprehending terrorist associates. Police officials said that 5 terrorist associates were arrested by Sopore police who were involved in providing logistic support and shelter to active terrorists operating in the northern region of Kashmir. Officials further added that during sustained questioning, the arrested persons gave location to Sopore police of the place in Keran of Kupwara where large quantity of war-like stores were dumped. A team of police from Sopore went to Keran sector of Kupwara from where they recovered war-like storage. Canada pulled out of the Tokyo Olympics over coronavirus fears as Japan's Prime Minister today admitted a delay may be inevitable and the International Olympic Committee said a decision should come within weeks. Australia also told its athletes to prepare for the Tokyo Olympics in 2021 as expectations grew that the games scheduled to start on July 24th would be postponed as the virus crisis convulses the globe. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe told Parliament that Japan was still committed to a complete games but added if that becomes difficult in the light of considering athletes first, it may become inevitable that we make a decision to postpone. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tribute to revolutionary freedom fighters Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru on their death anniversary today. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asks people to take lockdown seriously and follow instructions to save themselves and their families. Centre asks states to take legal action against those who violate lockdown. Prime Minister interacts with media representatives, urges them to launch Stay Home campaign. And with that, we end the Midday News.